Hi, this is Gordon from Lineup Ninja. This is a quick high-level overview of how Lineup Ninja integrates with Swapcard. In Lineup Ninja you have speakers, and the equivalent for speakers in Swapcard is people. And in Lineup Ninja you have sessions, and the equivalent for that in Swapcard is sessions. What our integration does is help you synchronize the data between these two data sources. So let's take a quick look at how that happens. In Lineup Ninja, your speaker data might come from submission flows, or you might be inviting the speakers, or you might be just inputting directly onto the agenda. But whichever source your data comes from in Lineup Ninja, it becomes speakers on the agenda. On the Swapcard side, Swapcard people start out as a registration with the registration provider. This might be Swapcard themselves, or alternatively a third-party registration provider. Those then become the people in Swapcard. For this integration to work, all of your speakers need to register through your registration provider, and that will create their people record within Swapcard. That is what will give them access to the Swapcard platform, and then you can define any access that they need, etc. Now, we've got two sets of data here. We've got the speakers on the left-hand side, which came from your submission flows, and your people on the right hand side from the reg provider. And these two sets of data need to be matched. They might be slightly different because speakers will have tended to have given their details for their speaker record maybe 6 months, a year prior to the event, where they might be registering for Swapcard just a week or two before the event. And by and large, people will have the same name, same email address, and they will use that for both, in which case the data is easy to match. But from time to time, people will change their email address or their name, and that means there's just a little bit of extra finessing to match that the same people in Lineup Ninja that you have as speakers are the same people that you have as people in Swapcard. Now the way we do this is it starts by importing the Swapcard people into Lineup Ninja using a feature that we call a data source. What this does is it loads all of the people in Swapcard and tries to match those to the speakers in Lineup Ninja. In the simplest instance, it will match on email address, which is to say if someone's registered with the same email address as their speaker in Lineup Ninja, then it will just match them and you don't need to do anything. In the event that someone's changed their email address or they've decided to use a personal one, we will try and match based on the speaker's name. Some people like to register with a slightly different spelling for their name through the registration as maybe they wanted via their speaker record. So we have a system that assists you in this matching, which you can read more about in the documentation. Once this matching is done, and by and large most of these records will match automatically. Once this matching is done, we are then ready to publish your agenda into Swapcard. So the way this happens is we take all the agenda data in Lineup Ninja and we push this data into Swapcard. So this will create all of the sessions in Swapcard, add them to the tracks, their locations, and you can also push any labels that you want associated with those sessions from Lineup Ninja into Swapcard. As part of this process, we will also link together the people in Swapcard with the sessions that they are presenting, based on the matching that happened in the earlier matching step. As part of this process of adding the people to the Swapcard sessions, Swapcard will give that person the speaker role for the session, and you can use that to define extra permissions within Swapcard. So that's a high-level overview of how that works. We have two bits of documentation, one on the source, which you can find at docs.lineup.ninja/permalink/source Swapcard. And that's about how to retrieve the data from people to speakers. And we have some docs at docs.lineup.ninja/permalink swapcard publish, which is about the process of publishing the data from Lineup Ninja into Swapcard. We suggest for your first event that you contact us, and we are happy to go through this process with you and assist you configuring it for your first event to make sure everything's working as you expect. Thanks for listening. Feel free to get in touch at hello@lineup.ninja. Thank you.